Hey guys, SKNOVA here. Just going to do another video on Raid Shadow Legends. It's been a hectic week with a new patch, some server issues, and tournament going on, lots of exciting things. I spent more time playing the game than I did making videos, but I wanted to catch up. So I mean, there's lots of new character videos out there, people talking about them. I'll just give my quick update on them. I won't go over all of the characters. I think there are some interesting characters. For me though, none of the legendaries or anything will change either my clan boss team or my arena team, so none of them are really must-have for me. But I think some of them are really cool. Starting off with the coolest looking one, I think, is Drexthar Blood Twin. I can see him being really good, sort of pre-Giant Slayer, like if you got him early on. I think if HP burn were to stack rather than just being a single buff, it would make him so much better, because you could potentially apply multiple HP burn abilities. I mean, he's maybe got a little bit of use in arena early on, but honestly the HP burn isn't a major damage dealer for arena. It's not really that meta. You'd have to play him on a very defensive team where this just produces extra damage for you. However, he looks super cool. For that reason, I think he'd be wanted. But yeah, I don't think, even if I had him, I don't know where I would place him or what he would replace, other than it'd be a really cool guy to have for faction wars. I mean, maybe there's some potential use there, but not in my must-have list. The new Skinwalkers guy, Hawkworn Smashlord, also super cool. I think if this ability were to not be capped, and it seems like all of the damage abilities on Clan Boss anyways have a damage cap. I think it's 75,000 is what they were talking about. There were some issues as to whether those caps would be enforced or not, and if they're working or not. But I mean, if this ability did, 200,000 or 300,000 to the clan boss, might be worth doing. It's just that it's so risky to use on the clan boss, because if you do use it and end up not being able to heal yourself afterwards, then you just basically wasted a character slot, and your damage will suffer because of that. So I don't know if he is worth taking on a clan boss type team. I could see it being useful maybe in arena, and that's probably the place where you'd want to bring this out, where you could do this huge big burst of damage to all the enemies. That would be super cool. But yeah, so maybe a really good arena character, and I could see maybe testing him out there, but I don't know if it's a very reliable ability to use. Basically kill one of your own heroes off in order to, because on the next turn, if you don't heal him with 50% health, he's probably going to die. So we'll see. Maybe it's a cool idea. It's different, and I like that. But definitely not a game-breaking change for me. Folly, I think, also has. He was close to being useful on Clan Boss. I think the only thing that's lacking for him is his A1, just not being able to put the decreased defense debuff regularly. Like a 20% chance is just too low. If it was something like a 80% chance and you could buff it with books up to 100% chance, super cool. Where he could be good is if you were able to get his passive to trigger every turn. So if you used him on, say, a force clan boss, when the clan boss was force after 50%, he was your only magic type hero, potentially he could be attacked every single time with the stun, which would then heal him, remove the stun, buff his turn meter. That could be kind of cool. So that combined with a useful A1 with the decreased defense debuff would probably be enough to at least try him on a clan boss and be useful. The stun ability can be super annoying, throws off your rotation, ruins a bunch of things. The leech debuff could also be somewhat useful. I mean, leech doesn't heal the team members that hit the boss for a lot, but is a little bit of extra healing. Not too bad. So I mean, again, good for clan boss, somewhere where lots of people are attacking the same enemy lots of times. And on the clan boss, when he gets below 50% and he puts the attack buff on himself, this ability would be very good. So I mean, he's almost perfectly designed for the clan boss, except for his A1 is not reliable. So if you already have another character who can provide the decreased defense, he could be a good secondary person for that. His stats look like they scale pretty well. He's a little bit on the slower side than some of the other characters out there, but potentially super cool. I guess I lied when I said there's no hero that I would need to get. Oops, wrong one. I mean, obviously everybody for Arena is going to need Arbiter. She's going to change the whole meta for the highest speed aura in the game, the highest speed base stats, the abilities of Seeker and Gore Grab all kind of mixed into one. Absolutely amazing. Must have, top tier for Arena. I don't know if she's going to replace your buff character in all instances, but maybe if you're running Seeker, say on the clan boss, I could see Arbiter replacing Seeker there. Just maybe it'll be a 3-turn attack buff instead of a 2-turn, so that might change the stats a little bit, but giving the extra heal plus the turn meter fill, that kind of makes up for the 1 extra turn over Seeker. To do extra damage for A1, she applies a weaken debuff. Again, that's something that Seeker doesn't have, so all these little things will probably make her better than Seeker on the clan boss, so she could potentially be used there. Definitely used in Arena. Probably used in a lot of dungeons where you could use a Seeker. Being a Void hero, she's good all over the place, so absolutely insane to get her. And I don't think that I'm kind of wondering about is the path and what you need to do to get her. So, like I do for most things, hopefully you can see this. I will try to zoom in a little bit more. So I unfortunately finished a whole bunch of the quests up to 19 before I made this chart, and you can't actually go back and see them. But the only thing that's really limiting the ability to finish this quickly, other than the grind for some of these items or for some of the quests, is the dungeon keeps being open on certain days. So I made a little timeline in terms of, you can see the day that it opened, what was the day before the magic keep. So if you worked away and finished the magic keep first day, your next stop was the superior or the spirit keep, and if you could finish that, then there was force keep, and then there was sort of a 2 or 3 day gap in there, and we just got to the void stage, today being the Sunday. And Sunday actually has the longest gap, so you have from Sunday all the way till Wednesday again to finish all of these quests. Some of the ones that took a little bit longer, maybe the arena ones where you have to do so many arena matches, maybe some of the grinding ones where you have to get so many 5-star items from different dungeons. It wasn't terrible, and a lot of them, which I think is really good, is like the ones where you have to level a character to 60 or ascend a character, were all automatically completed. Whereas before, in parts 1 and 2, I don't know if they're changed now because I had done them already. Sometimes you actually had to do that quest while it was active. So far that hasn't happened, so that seems pretty good. I'm currently on the Farm 5 Arcane Potions. There's nothing I highlighted the yellow ones or the arena ones. There's nothing really stopping me from finishing this, so sometime next Sunday after the next Void stage opens up, hopefully you should have this all ready to go. And I even started the Relic Keeper fusing by getting ahead of the game and getting ready here. I think I have a Justicar, an Executioner, and a Templar underway, and I can't remember what the other one is. Oh yeah, Sorceress. So I have most of the characters kind of in progress. My Templar is in the he's only 3 stars, but he's in the training pit thing, getting leveled up. I think that's really cool. There's been a lot of Sacred or Ancient Shard packs. I bought one of them, and currently using some of the characters to gear up. The other cool thing, I guess, that just happened was the tournament. I'll post some videos here of, as you can see here, I ended up winning my group, and I think it was up to in the 70s anyways on the global list. It seems to be dropping as more people are getting access to the tournament. I don't even know if I'm still on the list anymore. Oh, I'm still within 82. I mean, the bronze award wasn't really anything I was really going after. I think it would have been really cool to go for the silver or gold. I just didn't have the time to grind up, you know, to 100 or even 70k plus. So when I started, we had the bug where everything was showing 0. I didn't know if it would work or not, so I kind of wasn't focusing on it. And by the time it started working, people were already into the 12,000 range when I started, and I was at 0. And I kind of just did it hopefully to get to the 10,000 mark. As I progressed, I realized, hey, you know what, I can actually maybe win my group, maybe make it onto the leaderboard. So I went a little bit harder at it. I probably spent about 600 gems to get to where I was. So not nowhere near the, you know, probably like 3,000 to 5,000 gems that you'd have to spend to get number 1, but I think it definitely would have been doable. Maybe if they do the tournament again, we'll see how that goes. It's a cool idea, a cool concept. Great to get a free, you know, Sacred Shard and Legendary Tome and a Void Shard out of it. So I think that was really cool. So yeah, I'll make the video here about showing you some of the arena runs. It's really interesting how they've changed arena to make it so that it's a lot easier to complete. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing, so you know, a lot of people have probably been grinding arena for the arena tokens, which is a great idea right now. It seems to be starting to get a little bit harder again, but I mean, most of these teams here, even look at them, are all under 100k power, so not really much of a challenge, which is a fast grind. I'll probably work on that some more. It's helped me to level up my town hall, or great hall, sorry, a bunch. Probably gonna put some more points. I think I didn't spend any of my great hall points while I was doing the event. I ended up with something like 1,400 or 1,500 gold tokens, which allowed me to fill out some more of my great hall here. I had spent a whole bunch of points on accuracy earlier when accuracy was broken. It's kind of paying off now that they've changed accuracy. I've had to change around some of my itemization on my clan boss characters. I actually managed to find an accuracy banner for Juliana. That seems to have made a huge difference. Steel Skull, I think, still needs an accuracy banner, but I have to change that out. That's not bad. Let's do it right now. I'm noticing he's been missing his poisons a lot more. I'm surprised I hadn't done that earlier. I'm probably going to switch him from Toxic Set back to just pure speed. Just the timing of it. It would be nicer for him to have his defense up ability a little bit more often than Clan Boss. I'm still working on a Clan Boss video to kind of showing you my strategy. My Clan Boss damage is usually between 15 and 17 million-ish per hit. I think the average is like just over 16 million there for 2 attacks. This is basically my Clan Boss team. Juliana with the resistance fixes actually seems to land her HP burn and other things a lot more, actually, than when the resistance and accuracy were broken. So that is a good thing. So it's made her a lot more useful. I still wish I had a Warlord. Yeah, so you guys have probably seen some of creators' stats on in Discord, where we had like a 30-some million damage Nightmare Clan Boss, 35 million, I think. Super impressive. And in my Clan Boss video, maybe I will talk about that a little bit more. So there you go. This is just a quick update. I'll show you some cool arena videos of stuff that's happened lately. No new legendaries to report. I might do a summoning video a little bit later. I have shards banked up, and I think I have a bunch in the mailbox. Yeah, get those two. Why not? So on summoning day, which will probably be another 3 or 4 days, we'll do a summoning video and open a whole bunch of shards for some more legendaries. Cool. Well, I'll put in the arena videos and talk about that a little bit more. I hope you guys like this quicker vlog video as I'm working on my Clan Boss video, and then we'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, so this is a sped up video of some of the arena runs during the tournament. I don't think it's super exciting because these teams are just they're much lower power than what normally you would see at Gold 4, and basically everything just got destroyed. So my strategy for arena, just to kind of recap, is, I have Seeker. Seeker puts on the attack 50% up attack buff. He puts on the 30% turn meter increase, which is absolutely amazing. And I also have his masteries so that his first hit, he reduces the enemy's turn meter by 20%. And he can also potentially put provoke based off of his skill for his A1 ability. So my strategy is basically I hopefully go first. I use my Seeker on their speed buffer. So their Seeker or Gorgrab or Lysandra if they have her. And if the provoke or the turn meter go off and they don't get their buffer off, typically I win. There's not too many matches I don't, unless they have, like a rush guard who has high speed, or the Seeker Gorgrab combo, which I've seen sometimes. Or occasionally I do lose the speed race when they have a Lord Shazar or Prince Kaimar or something like that with a faster aura. But in most of these cases, pretty much every match I fought, I think during this tournament, except for one or two with some interesting three, I lost to a Kaimar rush guard Seeker team, with just three of them. Sort of embarrassing, but I mean it happens. That's a very powerful team, especially if I don't block their Seeker. But every other team was pretty much like this. So the tournament was essentially grinding like this for however many hours you wanted to do this. It was fantastic for leveling up gold star points. I don't know if you can see there, but I think at this point I had 1,100 or so gold stars. I'd moved up into second place, and I was like, hey, you know what? The other guys weren't moving. It was late at night here. I don't know where the other guys are worldwide, but they were probably sleeping or at work or doing something else while I had some time to do it. Oh, maybe this is the team I lost to. Was it? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Nope. Yeah, so anyways, there was a few people moving up on the ladder. I was kind of checking in on the ladder once in a while that was happening. I probably should have twitched it, but it was super late at night and I wasn't on the computer. I was recording this all from my phone while going through it. And when you get 80 points per match, arenas seem to be the fastest way to level up. I did a few of the dungeons. I would sort of do stages, 10 to 15 or sort of 10 to 15 on the dungeons for the points. I did a few of the campaign battles, but I didn't grind all of them. I was doing other things. I was trying to finish progress missions or leveling up some heroes or doing a bunch of other things. And I'd come back to arena whenever the reset happened and try to get in as many matches as I could before the reset. I don't think I ever did all, every single match. I'd leave one or two, come back during the reset. I didn't spend any gems on refreshes. Those things could have made it go a lot faster. And I think, like I said, I probably spent somewhere between 600 and 800 gems during it, but it wasn't all for arena. A lot of it was for leveling, doing campaign or skill ups or the progress missions or grinding those dungeons for the progress missions. So there's a lot of time spent doing that as well. Because I was more worried about, getting the progress missions done ASAP. And then the tournament kind of was happening at the same time, and I wanted to at least get the 10k for the tournament for the Sacred Shard. That was more about what I was worried about. Oh, here's one where I lost. So maybe I lost more than one. But, got the 10k mark and then figured might as well keep going for it. And ended up doing pretty well. So the more I did, I would just assume that all the other teams would keep increasing at the same time. They didn't. They were stalled, which allowed me to, get ahead. Had I known about the global leaderboard and how that would work, I might have kept going a little bit further, just to try to, make sure that I didn't lose positioning. I'm still on the board, I'm still at 82, but I didn't realize that other places would still be going through the tournament and gaining points after the tournament had finished. I just assumed that it was globally on for the 24 or 48 hours or whatever for everybody equally. But I guess it makes sense that they kind of staggered it a little bit too. So yeah, there you go. I think almost near the end of these here. wrap it up, I think I showed where I ended up position-wise. There I am, 22,917. I think I did keep going a bit here. You can see there's an hour, 19 minutes left. It's near the end. But this is the next day. Came back, and yeah, I ended up number 1. Got to claim my 3 epic tomes. Not sure if the void shards would have been better or not, but epic tomes are fantastic too. I think the 8th level statue is super cool, and would have loved to have won that. But I don't know, where did I end up here? So I was at 75. I think I'm currently 82. So I dropped, 7 points as this was wrapping up, which isn't too bad. And I don't know what the bank account would give you if you can buy things in the game with that, or how that works. Lots of unknowns. I don't even know how they're going to mail the stuff to me, because I don't think they have my mailing address. Or do I have to go fly somewhere and pick it up? No idea. That works is cool. I think it's a really cool idea. Adds a little bit of fun to the game. Sure, it's a little bit of extra grind. It's a way to get players to spend more gems, but it's kind of something that I do in the game anyways, so it's not so bad. And I don't mind getting the Great Hall tokens to level up more skills there. I think that just makes your count better overall. That grind is insanely hard though. They could reduce that a little bit, but at the end of the day, still fun. So cool. Hope you guys like that. And, you get to see how the tournament worked. And we'll see if we can win the next one. Later.